Tell us about your Twitch, man. Tell us about your
Twitch,
streaming.
the Twitch.
What inspired that? Like you were into gaming at one point. I remember.
I'm a big gamer.
And then it switched from gaming. Like I remember playing like Call of Duty, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But then it switched from that like console to where you're at now. Like,
Well,
walk us through that.
The PC, I built my PC from scratch because I feel like when you're doing streaming, at least like I said, I've I hate to say it, but I feel like I am an elitist to some extent. I always like the nice stuff, blah blah blah. You know, let's just keep it real.
He's even an elitist with his water.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's low key.
Fiji only?
Nah, Fiji. Fiji got a weird aftertaste.
Wait, so what is it?
Mine's
The
either
Voss?
Essentia. I low key like the body armor. I don't like the expensive ones. To me that's whatever. I'm all, you know, what's the pH looking like? What's the alkaline looking like?
Yeah.
We're trying to get in line, brother.
Okay, got you.
You know it makes no difference, right?
I mean, hey, placebo.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take the placebo. You know, I don't do much for my health, so let me get in where I do. You know?
I got you.
So when streaming became a thing, the whole Ninja era, you know, I feel like we all know who Ninja is, right? The guy with the blue hair, played Fortnite.
Yep.
I know you've seen him mess. There's no way. You might not know him, I feel it, but I know if you'd seen him, you'd know.
Is this a cartoon?
No, it's a real person. He
no.
was who made essentially streaming big, like to the general public. Like
wasn't that through Drake? Didn't Drake have a piece of that?
Yes, he did. So he became what it was Fortnite technically. That's the game that blew the gaming industry up. Period.
Right.
Because it was
The
free to play.
V-Bucks.
They legitimately
remember.
changed the way that gaming is now, you know.
Completely, yeah.
They were the first ones to come out with the battle pass, and now
skins
2K
and
does
all
it.
that. Yeah.
Like a game that, like, what? A battle pass for 2K?
Yeah.
We're
When,
not
like,
even
what-
the same
getting
genre
some new
of
shoes,
game.
yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's.
But it makes money every season. They got seasons now.
You know, because they realize why make them pay up front for the 60 and give them free stuff when we can just give them the game for free and then
make 'em
they'll
pay
just
for everything.
pay for everything else because it's smaller purchases.
Just like these phones. So it's like they took what this platform does, where you get every app for free, and then in-app purchases for everything else.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
you know, so you feel like, oh, I got it for free. I could put a little bit here, you know, there. But so once that came about and the whole streaming thing was coming up, like I said, I'm a big gamer, like big gamer. I mean, you see my son's playing games right now, you know.
Yeah.
But for me, it was just like, man, that's super cool, and like to be able to do something that I feel like people frown upon. You know, it's a waste of time. It's whatever. It's mindless. You could be doing other things, which I'm not arguing those points. You know, but my argument is always, well, there's always something else that someone else is doing, right? Yeah. People don't want to, you know, condemn people for binge watching an entire season, you know, 10 episodes, each episode's an hour.
Yeah.
That's cool, right? Yeah. But if I'm sitting on playing video games for 10 hours, everyone's like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
You should be watching
grass.
TV.
You can be
touch
doing
grass,
something.
kid.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's like, what's the difference? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So to see that come into light where it's like, hey, actually, this can make money and this and that, you know? That was cool. And so that was kind of the start. And then me, like I said, wanting the best of the best, I knew I had to build a PC to do it. But PCs are expensive. Like, they're not cheap.
Especially right now.
Especially, yeah. It's a little bit better for graphics cards because the 4090 just came out. But, and crypto's down, so the mining isn't as crucial. But, like CPUs. Actually, right now is low key. I've been building a lot of PCs for people, like just like, hey, this is a part list. You should check this out. It's actually not too bad time right now. But like legitimately, maybe a couple months ago, it was pretty bad. But so with building it, I knew it was time. And when that came out was when 2017 was when Fortnite kind of came out. I want to say it was either
19?
More or less.
Nah, it was
17.
No, it was 17.
It was early.
Yeah. And he was born in 2017. So for me, I couldn't, you know, I just had him. I was trying to do clothing too at the time. So to build a PC, it was just like, whoa, no.
It was that and POG or whatever.
PUBG.
PUBG. Yeah. That was the battle royale.
Yep.
And so then just fast forward as far as that, because from that point to now, there was no push for that, in the sense of I wasn't like buying PC components to slowly build it or anything like that. I just was kind of like, well, I'll do it when I can. I had streamed from my PlayStation here and there, but it's not the same. Once you really indulge in the Twitch culture and the Twitch scene, you understand that it's not just, you know, back in the Ninja days, I feel like people really thought if I stream, I'm kind of good at a game, I can make it. But there's so much that goes into it, you know. It's that's why I say I'm glad I did the barbering, because I related to that, you know. Essentially, I'm on the going through it bench right now. You know what I mean? I'm sitting outside like, yo, come watch my stream. You know what I mean? And so you have to get a pretty nice setup to be able to stream in good quality and all that. It's a production, you know. That's the best way to describe it. Is it's your own TV show. You have to put a production into it. Otherwise, it's just very lackluster.
It's entertainment, right?
Yeah, exactly. You're legitimately an entertainer, and that's the thing too with streaming. I feel like a lot of people label it as just games, which majority of the scene is. But if you go on Twitch right now, always DJing. Promoted. There's people that aren't playing games.
Yeah. Top one is what, just chatting every time.
Yeah,
almost.
Yep. Because,
not even playing games.
Because you can legitimately, just sit. I see people just sit there in front of their, you know. Yeah. Yo, like Kai Sinat. Mm-hmm. He is the biggest streamer right now as far as subs. And yeah, it's crazy. Like all he does essentially is just sit in front of the computer.
Amp, whole amp, all of them. Duke,
exactly.
All of them.
Yep. And it's crazy because, you know, now they're doing, 21 Savage came through and they were just chilling, watching videos on his computer. Yeah. And it's just like, you know, it just organically happened. I remember, I randomly tapped into his stream because I was like, you know what, I need to check this kid out. Like, I'm seeing him everywhere, this and that. Let me see what it's about. I remember tapping in the stream. I think he was legitimately on the phone with 21. He was like, yo. He was like, yeah, we'll do a video. And then shortly after, it was like you saw it come to fruition, you know? Yeah, he was sitting there next to him like, yo.
And they all came, I think, from 2K. Mm-hmm. They all came, so like they ascended from that. Now they don't even play games.
Yeah, a lot of streamers at a certain point will stop playing games.
That's crazy.
Or if they do, it's like they're doing like the most random shit. Let's play Gang Beasts, like indie game.
Something no one's played.
Just to fucking do it. And then
and it might be a promotion. They might be playing it for promotion, you know what I mean?
Yep. That's fire. So I built it. I hollered at people and was like, because I knew nothing.
But you're in tech capital of the world, Microsoft. Most of the clientele is Microsoft, so it's like, just to give people backstory on what's going on. He's in Woodinville, and then now it's like Kirkland. That's where a lot of people from, everybody knows Kirkland, Washington is tech.
Yep.
Tech.
Right there next to Seattle, pretty much.
Yep.
And so I was just like, man, how do I do this? I don't know. To be honest, I don't know what pushed me. I don't. I feel like it was like a realization one day of just like, let's just do this. What are we waiting for?
Probably that stream, like, I'm going to take this seriously.
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely. But just, and that's what it was to get the PC, but in the sense of what made me be like, let's start streaming. I don't know. I just kind of woke up and was like, I need to do this.
Yeah. That's fine.
And I started looking into the computers, and then I think my first purchase was my monitor. Oh, yeah. It was my gaming monitor. And it was a big purchase. It was an $800 monitor. And so I was like, fuck. Which granted was like, I could have just played my PlayStation on that. But I was like, nah, not like, you know.
About to
let's push the monitor to the limits.
Like,
let's see what it can do.
That's the first one. And
them
then the next one.
Them frames per second.
The frames were crucial. And then the next was the keyboard. I bought I mean, it's not even like a nice keyboard. It's like this collector's, this and that. But I wanted to make it a point of like extra to be like, all right, I'm doing this, you know? Yeah. I spent $300 on this. Like, boom, I'm what, $1,200 in, monitor and a keyboard. Yep. You know, and I'm like, I cannot just not
I gotta
do
make
it
my
now.
money
back.
Like,
you feel me?
Yeah.
I'm in now. Yeah. Like, I'm investing.
Yeah.
And then the computer came, and when I have a buddy, and I'll say that too. I think maybe that's what it was.
I was gonna ask.
I have a buddy.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
I was gonna say shout out to Porridge. Follow him too. Porge. on all that. I like to plug the homies. I always like to shout out.
Hell yeah.
But he's actually like, I would say, in like the top 10% of streaming, and a fact that a lot of people don't know, to be in the top 1% of Twitch, the entire platform, you only have to average 50 viewers. So I feel like people see people with 20K viewers, 30K viewers, 10K, just even a K, and they think that these are like the top of the line.
That's the level.
And
that's
that's
the level.
it seems
it's really
unattainable.
not.
So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Because imagine that. If you put 50 people in here, it doesn't seem like a big number, but 50 people in this room, like, we'd be packed out.
Yeah.
And if they were all watching us to do this, you'd be like, damn.
That's kinda fire.
Almost feel uncomfortable if they were here with us.
Exactly,
like,
exactly.
But it'd be like, damn, they're really here watching us.
Yeah.
I feel like it was him. I feel like, because I was watching him, I finally was like starting to tap in, because I was like, okay, I'm doing this, and yeah, it's super cool, man. Like, it's really about building community too. I feel like that's what gravitated me towards it. You realize that, I was telling you guys earlier how I have someone that lives in India who taps into my stream all the time. He's a younger kid, whatever, but he's there. I had this like 8-hour stream. He was there for like at least 5-6 of the hours, just tapped in, interacting. He actually was like, hey, I got to go do this test for school. I'll be right back. Did the test, came back, was like, yeah, I passed with the 97. Like, we're communicating, we're, all that. We got the Discord going, trying to, it's community. So that really too has helped me, because it just.
You got to send him the latchkey hat.
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
For real.
Exclusive.
I do.